lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin live na live on Facebook. Diyan sa ABS-CBN Facebook page, sa ating MMK Facebook page, sa RCD Narratives, sa ating mga kapamilya abroad through the Filipino channel, Star Magic Philippines, at sa mga Facebook pages ng ating kapatid na si Karen Bordador at Kaila Estrada. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Well, it's always good to really see a story told from the perspective of a woman, no? Kaya ang maganda dito kasi is it's their voice. Kumbaga, lehitimong boses ito. Makikita mo naman sa mga kasama natin ngayon. All the women who were part of this storytelling, they always put a part of themselves in the telling of the story. So ako yung nagko-conduct no? Pero hina-harness natin lahat ng perspectives na ito. And in mainstream media, it's always important to amplify the voices of all these women. So for me, that's also empowering. And for me, I feel like I become part of the movement to empower more women by being part of projects like this.
Thank you so much for being an ally of women like us. This is an important conversation today on International Women's Day. Babalikan ka namin mamaya, direct. Ngayon naman, kilalanin natin ang sumulat ng episode na ito. Siya ang kumatha, nag-research at nag-abala kung paano ba natin maikukwento ng buong puso ang storya ni Karen. Let's all welcome Woman of Power, Ara Jel Badayos. Hi, Ara.
Hi, good afternoon mga kapamilya. Thank you for joining MMK on International Women's Day.
Yes, and she is the head writer of MMK. For a woman like you, Ara, mahirap ba na ikwento ang salaysay ni Karen?
Actually, mahirap when we got the story, it was really exciting for us kasi we've done stories naman where letter senders were sent to imprisoned. But we never have told the story na which really got into the detail of the life inside prison yung everyday life ng mga babae doon, the kind of relationships that those women form inside. So it was really fascinating for us. Ang kwento nito ay na-research din, no? I just have to sila Kevin Alambra, ang researchers namin, at si April Halandra, and it was co-written by Maribel Ilag. Pero ang masasabi ko sigurong hirap lagi, hindi lang for this story, is yung responsibilidad ng MMK to tell the story of the letter sender as truthfully and as sa essence ng kanyang pagkatao at ng kanyang kwento. So yun lagi ang responsibilidad na lagi naming dala-dala ng show.
Though that's a tough responsibility, with MMK being the longest running drama anthology in Asia, I'm pretty sure na ang paninindigan para sa katotohanan ay laging napapanatili with writers and a pool of writers that help build this one-of-a-kind story that we will be seeing this Women's Month.
Maraming salamat po. Hi, Miss Mela. Hi, Miss Ara. Thank you sa mga ating kapamilya na nanonood. Thank you for joining us. And happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day to you, Lou. Ang tanong ko, why did you say yes to this project?
Oh my gosh. I just love the story so much. And I've been following Karen's story ever. So happy na I can share a woman's strengths, no matter how feminine we are, just challenging and kayang-kaya natin gawin lahat. So I'm very much excited about the episodes.
And having you in this episode really solidifies how strong women are. The story is strong enough, and you as a strong woman being included, I'm pretty sure maraming mabibigyan ng inspirasyon ng mga kababaihan sa pananood nito.
So much, Mela. What an intro! Diyos maray na hapon po sa Indong Gabos, lalo na sa mga taga Bicol na nagdadangugunyan. Magandang hapon po. Always celebrating women, not just today, but every day. Thank you.
You are a woman of power, Miss Charmaine.
Thanks.
And this anthology that we're seeing as a two-part special will let us see a mother's love, how important it is for a mother and a child like you to experience such love.
Yeah, Nori's love for Karen is beyond words. She almost gave up her own life just to make sure that Karen is supported and that she's safe inside the jail. Ang hirap po ng pinagdaanan talaga nila, pero the strength of a mother's love, buhay na buhay po sa kwento nila.
At I'm pretty sure mas marami pang mga ina ang makaka-relate sa pagmamahal na ipapakita mo sa episode na ito. More of Miss Charmaine, maya-maya lamang mapakikinggan natin siya sa pamamagitan ng mga katanungan ng ating mga media people. But I am happy to introduce to you this woman because without her, we won't be seeing a story of inspiration. Kwento niya ito at ibinahagi niya sa atin ang kanyang kwento ng buong puso. Akin po ang karangalan para ipakilala sa inyo ang strong woman of today, Karen Bordador. Hi, Karen.
Hi Mela, and to everyone all over the world. Thank you so much for having me and for sharing my story. Happy International Women's Month to everyone.
This is my first time meeting you, and it is a special day for me because I've only read your story in the paper, but seeing you virtually right now, I want to tell the world how strong you are as a woman. I've told you this a while ago. The moment I saw you and the moment we saw the trailer, ang lakas mo. Saan nanggagaling yung lakas, Karen?
Actually, yes. Earlier, sa mga viewers, nung nag-briefing ko, napanood namin yung video for the first time and I really cried. Like, I can't believe na my story will be shared finally. Para sa kaalaman nyo, I am a big fan of MMK. Sa loob ng kulungan, pinapanood yan every Saturday. And we would talk about how we would dream to be part of it. So, being a part of this show and, having a two-part story na I'm gonna let you know na, honestly, 2 parts not even enough for that 5 years I spent inside. So, the strength, my family, God, knowing that there's a future ahead, na things like this, a crisis in our lives, shall never stop us in believing na we have dreams to achieve. So, as a woman, go lang tayo, laban always.
And with telling your story, pinapalaya ka ba ng pagkukwento mo nito?
Nung kakalabas ko lang po ng Pasig City Jail, to be specific, it's not correctional po kasi pag correctional you're sentenced. So city jail, detained. So I was acquitted po. And once I stepped out of that jail, that facility, without having to share my story, I knew I was free. I knew I could do anything in this world. I could fly. Basta wala lang pong rehas, walang anything that hahadlang sa mga gusto ko pong gawin, mga minimithi ko sa buhay. I'm free. I can do anything. So yes, it feels amazingly great and to be able to share that to all of you. And this sharing is not to set me free, but it's to set a lot of people free and to make them realize that life is great. People out there, they're in their minds in prison and they're not even physically in prison. So I want to be there to let them know, guys, look what happened to me 5 years and look at where you're at. You're in a more privileged situation. So let's all set each other free with my story.
Good afternoon, Miss Mela, and everybody here po, the media, good afternoon. And to everybody watching, maraming salamat for sharing your time with us today. And of course, happy International Women's Month.
This is your first MMK and you are to tell the story of an empowered woman.
Yes.
How do you feel after doing it?
Honestly, I'm so overwhelmed, watching the trailer and seeing it come to life. I'm so grateful and excited for everybody to see it. Karen's story is a story of a strong woman who was met with such a difficult situation. Pero pinili niyang lumaban para sa katotohanan ng buong tapang at hindi sumuko. And it inspired me so much, and I'm sure it will inspire everybody. And Karen, it was an honor to portray you. You are the epitome of a strong woman for me, and I'm just so grateful, and it was truly an honor to even meet you. So thank you so much for trusting me.
As young as you are, Kaila, how important it is for a woman like you to be empowered by fellow women?
It's definitely important because we all want to be in a society where we're treated with respect, and that is the type of mentality that we're going to pass on to our children and the future generations. So I do think that it's very important.
And this is a great contribution for you as a woman. I'm pretty sure that a lot of Gen Z people like you will be inspired by how you are portraying the story of Karen. And with the story in itself, alam ko na maraming gigisingin ang pusong nag-aalab ng kwento ni Karen. At this point, we will now be accommodating the questions from our friends from the media.
It was very challenging because ang hirap po talaga ng pinagdaanan ni Karen. And, I kept telling myself habang nagtitaping kami na I cannot imagine going through what she went through. And the fact that she's so positive and yung fighting spirit niya na lumaban regardless of what was thrown at her, sobrang nakaka-inspire po talaga. And I think my main takeaway was, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and her story really showed me that. And she found a purpose, she gave herself a purpose, and she was also at service of other people. She was able to help so many people and herself given the situation that she had, and I felt like that was so inspiring na given her situation, nakatulong pa rin siya sa mga ibang kasama niya, and she just trusted, she prayed, and she believed na lalaban ako, kaya ko makalabas dito, lalaban ako. And yun talaga. Yun po talaga.
We're looking forward to your portrayal, and we're looking forward for these episodes, this 2-part episode. Thank you so much, Kaila. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Kuya Aaron. Thank you, Mela.
Kate, well, siguro the isolation is really beneficial. Kasi sa ngayong sitwasyon na to, social media, it's noisy. It's noisy out here. Na-compare ko na yung nasa loob as compared to here. There's too much going on. So, sa loob, I was able to really travel into myself. Kasi syempre, dito sa labas, lahat tayo nakatingin kung saan-saan eh. Doon sa loob, I was really able to internalize, to understand why I was created in this world, what's my purpose, and it's something you don't get to do, really. A lot of us are also lost. Pero inside that 5 years, I was able to focus on elevating myself, transforming, writing, doing a lot of sketches, reading so much books. So it was a lot of enriching. Parang it was 5 years of isolation, pero of working on my core.
Nice.
So I think I'm so grateful for that.
I really appreciate that. Honestly po, it can be really overwhelming. May mga times pa rin po na parang it feels surreal. But also I'm so grateful because I feel like, the hard work is paying off.
Hindi pwede ito.
Yung parents ko, I'm just really happy that they're proud of me and that they watch the work that I do. They don't watch it na magkakasama kami kasi hindi ko po kaya. Pero I'm just really glad that they're very supportive.
Sorry, may feedback ba sila ganyan or
I think it's my dad that gives the most feedback. Si Mama, hindi siya masyadong nagsasalita because she doesn't want me to worry about what she has to say. But my dad is super happy. He watches Viral Scandal and he's so excited for this MMK episode as well. And lagi lang niya sinasabi is do your best all the time in every scene. Do your best.
Ako, I know this is not political, but siya talaga yung gusto kong tularan na marami, ang ating VP, si Leni Robredo. Dahil kahit na ayaw niyang tumakbo bilang presidente, pinangunahan siya ng pagmamahal sa ating mga mamamayan, sa ating bansa. Kaya kahit na ayaw ng pamilya niya, medyo ayaw niya rin, talagang sumabak siya sa pagiging pag-run for our president.
Thank you, Miss Charmaine. Lou?
For me, the same po. Kasi ang dami nagsasabi, always hear na parang hindi kaya dahil babae siya. Medyo natitrigger ako sa ganun. Parang we're all so strong. We can do a lot of things. We are capable to do a lot of things. So, yun po.
To get through what I've gone through. I'm in jail, pero family would experience a lot worse, and she was able to spearhead my entire life for 5 years. Pero aside from that, I know my mom kasi is watching right now and it's probably very, very emotional. Of course, I'm also gonna go for what Miss Charmaine mentioned. Yes, Miss Leni Robredo. I want her to defy gravity. Like, I want her to make a statement in this country, and I want that pink flag all over the Philippines. So, there po. Alam na po natin kung bakit.
She is actually my idol.
Agree.
Strength, being a single mother, raising 5 kids, and being in the entertainment industry is not easy. And I super admire her for the strong woman that she is. And of course, VP Leni as well. I believe that she is what we need. And alam niyo na po yan.
And my mom raised me, to be the person that I am now. So I'd like to think that everything that I do in life is to give honor to her as a mother and what she's done for me. But also, like everyone has said, it's hard not to mention VP Leni Robredo because she is really the most prominent woman we see right now, because of the elections. And I think yung respeto ko para sa kanya ay nanggagaling, nasabi na ng marami yung tungkol sa kung bakit kailangan siya ng ating sistema. Pero I think it's also because of the amount of abuse that VP Robredo, Leni Robredo receives, and just the grace that she is able to receive all of them and rise above it and still maintain the kind of politics that we need in our days, today. Imagine to rally behind radical love as your platform. I think that's so inspiring. I mean, like it makes my voice crack up just talking about it, because I think really this is a crucial time for all of us, and we need to have figures like her to look up to. And I think it's important that everyone really reflects on that.
Isipin ng mga taong nangangampanya tayo. Pero yun din kasi, when I heard the question, yun siya talaga agad ang napunta sa utak ko. So si VP Leni, kasi nga, yung how she's handling all the toxicity around her with so much grace, it really makes me admire her more. Kasi grabe talaga ang mga pambabatikos at paninira at fake news na nilalabas ng ibang kampo against her and her followers. So, to be able to handle that and also be a mother to her children at the same time, siguro yung responsibilidad din na dala-dala niya na mapanatili ang sanity nilang mag-iina sa lahat ng ito. So, I think siya, yun, like everyone else, siya talaga ang, for me, kailangan natin ngayon to break this very, very long cycle that we've been in sa bansa natin. So, I hope talaga na lahat ng tao makita yun. So, yun, si VP Leni.
Ang sarap mapapakinggan na ang grupong ito ay nabigyan ng inspirasyon, and that motivates me as a woman as well. I have interacted with her, and the language she speaks is inclusion. I was at a rally yesterday and I stood beside fellow women, and they said, babae ka. And that's because we all admired a woman. Just to be felt and to be included in a roster of women, it means I am affirmed. VP Leni Robredo affirmed my womanhood. My fellow women who are rallying behind her affirmed my womanhood. Direct Raz, a man, a cisgender man, is affirming my womanhood. Definitely, if we see a woman who actually integrates this essence, hindi ba't mas magiging maganda ang ating lipunang Pilipino? Because we do not leave anyone behind. I wasn't left alone, but I was included.
Actually, yun yung ano ko yung perception change of women. No? Kasi we're always being asked, like I was just in an interview earlier for Philippine Heart Association about the discrimination on women. Na ang feeling ko parang wala na yan eh. Hindi naman sa wala na, no? Pero napakalakas na ng mga babae ngayon. Super strong, and we have shown it and we are proving it everywhere, not just here in the Philippines but internationally. And I think the strength of women, the way it has evolved, is by accepting our femininity. What makes us strong is our sensitivity. It's not our physical strength. It's not, we're not really here to compete or be on equal, compete with men and prove that we are of the same, no? But it's more of we are here to complement men. We are here to complete men. They won't be complete without us. We're the givers of life. Di ba, can you imagine how strong we are sa amin nang gagaling yung sumusunod na henerasyon na hindi rin namin maibibigay without the men. So, ang babae lang talaga, and I think this will, evolve in the way women handle situations with so much grace, actually, as compared to men. I think this will just continue because we are in a world na kumbaga communication is open, it's global, and we are seeing the strength not just of women from here, but from all over the world, especially in time of crisis like now. And the women in the forefront are really, kumbaga, proving that we are strong. Ayokong sabihin stronger kasi it's competition again, it's comparison. So, yan.
Sir Albert, hello, nice to see you.
Hi, dear.
Hi po. Yeah, same as Miss Shemaine. Parang nandun na po. Parang hindi naman na kailangan. Parang it's already known that women are strong. But for me, para sa sarili kong story, a huge example is working with Kaila during this story and Karen, and the ability to work together as a team. No competition, no anything. I didn't feel that. And yun, parang just through the years, with example for PBB, I was with Kiara, just working together as a team in the industry. Malaking bagay po yun sa akin. The no competition, no feeling that because our only competition is ourselves. Yun po yung, I think, yung malakas sa ating mga babae.
I believe women are very influential, honestly. Like, behind a strong man is always a stronger woman. And then now we're not anymore behind. We're right in front, leading our way to getting our decisions, followed. So it's very exciting. We don't need a partner anymore, or kaya nga sabi nila happy wife, happy life. Hindi naman tayo lahat wives. So I guess not only are we influencing, we are spearheading a lot of the things right now. And as women, with our lipstick, with our eyeliner and our heels, or maybe even without it, we're doing great in this world. So like what Miss Shemaine said, I think it's so passé, very old school to say na parang, girls are still trying to fight for their position. We got the position and we're right in front of it. So, yun.
I mean, it's so great to be with such strong women. I feel like our voices are being heard. We are being accepted the way if in the past we weren't. And it's just great to see that we actually have an all-female cast here. And our emotional our sensitivity is our strength, and that, it's not the physical strength, just like what Miss Shameen said, and I completely agree with that. And it's nakakatuwa makita yung evolution ng women, and to be with such empowered women, to be in a community of such empowered women, and to have a candidate, a presidential candidate that is also a strong and empowered woman. And I think that says a lot about where the direction the world is going in terms of the perception of women.